Ever since Min Min was revealed and then released, the number one question that I have seen in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate community is who's next and when is this character going to end up being revealed? Now guys, like I've said multiple times before, I am not going to be covering leaks like fake leaks off 4chan or anything else like that, but I am still going to talk about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate theories every once in a while about when we get like new DLC fighters and everything else like that, and I've just been thinking about this a lot as well. Min Min obviously came out at the end of June, and right now we're kind of in the middle of September, so the chances of us getting some kind of new Smash announcement could be any day at this point. Now, there are lots of rumors saying that we're going to end up seeing a new character in October, but who knows? So today I wanted to go ahead and talk about it, so let's just dive right into it. So the first thing I want to go ahead and talk about is an article that comes from Inverse.com. Now, we're not going to go ahead and talk about the entire thing, but there is a part that I think is really important. And it is titled, "When will each new Challenger Pack be released for the Fighters Pass 2? It starts by saying previous DLC characters in 2019 were released January 29th, April 17th, July 30th, September 4th, November 6th, and then on January 28th of 2020. At this point, Nintendo's pace seems to indicate a new character about every 2 months or a bit longer. However, because Sakurai also confirmed that the Fighters Pass 2 wouldn't end until December 31st of 2021, we can infer that these 6 new characters will be spaced out over the course of 23 months with about 3 characters per calendar year. Therefore, we're probably looking at a new character every 3 to 4 months rather than every 2 to 3. Min Min wasn't added until June 29th, a full 5 months after the release of Byleth. Game director Masahiro Sakurai previously hinted that prolonged work-from-home conditions due to the coronavirus pandemic may have led to delays in the development processes for new characters. As far as anybody knows, the Fighter Pass 2 will still conclude in December of 2021, but that would mean 5 more characters spread out across 18 months. If we were to speculate, it seems like a new character could be added to the Smash Bros. Ultimate game in October 2020, January 2021, April 2021, July, and October of 2021. This is pure speculation based on a 3-month development cycle. The reality of the coronavirus, however, is probably that the Fighter Pass 2 will stretch well into 2022. So yeah guys, now that we've gone over that, I kind of want to give you guys some of my own thoughts. So first of all, like Sakurai had already mentioned, he already knows exactly who he's adding into the game. He's already been in talk with all the developers if they're going to be third party, so he's already gotten the rights and everything else secured with that. So at this point, there's no point in like blowing up Sakurai's Twitter or anything. He already knows who the next fighter is going to end up being. Now, in terms of when the next fighter is going to be released, well, once again, yeah, we have the pattern that we could look at in terms of like when we got the first Fighters Pass, it seemed to be every 2 to 3 months, but because right now is like an extremely crazy time, we're in the middle of a pandemic, I feel as though we're going to see some real delays. A big part of this is because if you were in the United States, we are very well equipped to work at home, right? Like, a lot of people have been working from home since like March or April, but people in Japan don't actually do that. I actually watched a really interesting video recently where they said that people in Japan, a lot of them don't even have like computers and internet access at their own homes, and they only do work when they're at work with other people, so it's been very hard for them to keep up. And that's a big reason why we're seeing delays in other games and stuff like that. So yeah, it's stuff that's coming out of Japan right now is definitely a little bit more difficult just because they're having to adapt to all of this like really abnormal situation for them. Now, this is my own personal opinion and theory, but I believe that we are going to be seeing our next fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate revealed and released in October or November. Now, the reason that I say that is because after Byleth was revealed to be the final character on the first Fighters Pass, there were lots of people who absolutely despised it. There were people who were really mad that they bought the Fighters Pass in the first place, and there were people who were saying that they weren't going to buy the second one until they knew every single character that was going to be on the pass, or at least until they had a general sense of who Sakurai was going to be adding, because if we're going to get another Fire Emblem character, I don't want that, so why would I go ahead and buy it? So I think that what they're going to do is they're going to announce a character during the holidays that's going to be a very big character. Now, in terms of who that character could be, it could honestly be anyone, but personally, I'm hoping for someone from Zelda, just because we are getting that big new Hyrule Warriors game, which is going to be revolving around like the champions, and we're going to learn everything about Zelda Breath of the Wild before like Link fell asleep for 100 years. So if they decided to go ahead and release a Zelda character, not only would that drive sales for Hyrule Warriors, but it's also going to go ahead and it's going to help convince people to buy the Fighter's Pass, especially if this is a Zelda character that we haven't seen quite yet. Like, let's say in the September 29th Hyrule Warriors Direct, they go ahead and announce a brand new character to the Zelda series, and then that character gets added into Smash. Lots of people are going to be very excited about learning more about this Zelda character, and they're going to want to play as them in both Zelda and Smash. So that's at least like my own personal theory. It's like a tinfoil hat theory, I definitely know, but I think that Sakurai and his team are going to be releasing a very big character during the holiday season because they really want to go ahead and drive home like this Fighter's Pass is going to be amazing and we want your $30 to, so yeah, give us your $30, here's a great character. Another character that I think that Sakurai could end up announcing very soon is Crash Bandicoot. Now, for those of you guys who weren't already aware, Crash Bandicoot actually has a game coming out on October 2nd called Crash Bandicoot It's About Time. Now, if Crash Bandicoot is going to get in on this Fighter's Pass, right now is the time, because if we see the launch of a brand new game, that's going to get lots of people not only interested in Crash Bandicoot's new game, but they're also going to want to play as him in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We've seen Nintendo partner up with Microsoft before, and while technically Crash Bandicoot is not a PlayStation exclusive character, as he has had just as many games on Nintendo consoles as on Sony consoles, we do have to remember that he was like the face of PlayStation way back in the day when it was Mario versus Sonic versus Crash Bandicoot, so who knows. However, it would do nothing but make both of the companies a ton of money, and right now I am definitely leaning towards Crash Bandicoot being our next fighter. If we did end up seeing him very soon, I wouldn't be all that surprised, but once again, I've been thinking October for a while now, especially after reading over all of this, and I think October would be the perfect time to announce Crash Bandicoot. It would help sell games and everything else like that, but hey, if it's also a Zelda character, or if it is a Zelda character altogether, I'd be very happy with that as well. However, guys, with all of that being said, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts about everything that we talked about in today's video in the comments section down below. When do you guys think the next character is going to end up getting revealed and then released? And who do you guys think that this character is going to be? Once again, I have a very strong feeling it's either going to be a Zelda character, a new Zelda character specifically, or it's going to end up being Crash Bandicoot, but hey, Nintendo and Sakurai are the kings of left field, so I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section down below, and have yourselves a great rest of your day. Take care.